What we like best about RVing is the fact that we can travel anywhere and yet have the comforts of home right here with us.
Yeah, which is especially great on a day like today when it's dreary and rainy and kind of ugly outside.
But most RVs are set up to be plugged in at a place like this.
Yeah, which is not where we want to be. We want to be out in the wild, in nature, and off the cord.
So we've set up our RV with a few things to do just that.
All of our technology and modifications are a part of a series we're calling Resurrecting Dinosaurs. And if you don't know what that's all about, make sure to check out the entire series, which we will put somewhere here on the screen.
Now in a dream world, all these options would be just that, options from the manufacturer. But that's what this project's all about, creating a change and voicing our opinions.
Yes, but until those changes happen, everything we're talking about today could easily be applied to any RV, well, most any RV. So,
should we show them around?
Yeah, let's get started.
Get my rain gear.
Yep, you're gonna
Great. So we're not going to go over all the details of our mods. We're just calling this an introduction. We'll save the heavy stuff for later on. So we have 960 watts of power. That's 6 panels wired in series, and to say the least, it's a lot of power. More power than we've ever had before, so we've also made them tiltable this time, which we've never done before, and we've done that because mainly for Alaska. When we're in Alaska, the sun doesn't get as high on the horizon, so the more we can tilt, the more power we can capture. Also during winter, it can increase our power by up to 40%, which is huge. Did I say that was during winter? Yeah. Either way, if we're boondocking in Alaska or winter camping, tilting is great. This RV is also part of the solar pre-wire test program. So if you have a connector on your RV that looks anything like this, you can probably hold as much power as us. Solar power, that is. So the panels capture the sun's energy, sends the power down a cable and directly into my solar controller. Because we have so much solar power on the roof, we had to go with an MPPT solar controller. It takes all that energy, converts it to 12 volt DC, sends it through this giant cable into our batteries so it can charge our batteries. So as you can see, our solar controller is mounted in a difficult spot to use. So we installed this little thing called the Mate. It allows us to control our solar controller from inside the coach.
One very exciting modification we were able to make was swapping out our lead acid batteries with lithium batteries. So we were able to get double the battery power in the same exact footprint. So lithium batteries are not only smaller, they're lighter, they have a much longer lifespan, and they have zero maintenance, which was a really big deal because accessing this compartment was a royal pain in the rear.
So the Bounder comes standard with a nice pure sine inverter, but we're testing a new hybrid inverter that combines your battery power with your shore power. So when you can't get 50 amp service, this will boost your service like 30 amp or 20 amp with the batteries so you can run more devices. It's kind of like cheating. It makes you feel like you have 50 amp when you don't. We've installed a battery monitoring kit which acts as a fuel gauge for our batteries, telling us how much power we've pulled out of them and how much power we've put in them throughout the day. We also installed an auto generator start which will kick on the generator, turn on the AC, charge the batteries in case they get low, and all that fun stuff. They're both connected through the inverter. Because of the new inverter and the add-ons, we had to upgrade our remote. But now we can control everything from the comfort of our RV.
We have been annoyed by our water pump for years. It's that weird vibrating noise, the brrr, 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 that you get along with the interrupted flow that matches the noise. So this time around we decided to fix that. So we went with the next step up water pump and no more weird vibrating noise sound, and we get a nice consistent water flow. And the cats love it. Too much flow for you, right, Cleo? Look at that. Steady as a stream. The standard vent fans that come in most RVs are just fine, but they're very basic. So we prefer to swap them out altogether for an upgraded version that has a built-in rain cover and temperature control. So that way we can just set a temperature to say like 72 degrees, and as it warms up throughout the day, it'll open itself up, create that airflow, and once we reach that desired temperature, it'll close itself back off. The great thing is you don't have to worry about the constant turning it on, turning it off, turning it on, turning it off. And if you're going to leave pets behind while you're out for a hike, then you've got peace of mind knowing that there will definitely be airflow if things warm up again. Residential refrigerators are great, but they're not technically made for an RV that's rolling down the road, so they don't come with built-in locks to keep the doors from swinging open. A lot of times you'll get a little clasp like this to keep that from happening, but one thing that didn't come with this one was anything for the freezer door, so it would just fly open while you're driving down the road. When I asked, the factory said, well, Samsung wouldn't allow us to drill into the refrigerator at the factory level. Doesn't mean we can't. So we took it into the service center, had them install this nice little knob, and now we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Behind the TV, we have two really cool devices that help us stay connected on the road. First, we have a Wi-Fi booster that this device in here broadcasts a signal throughout the RV, but the most important piece is actually on the roof. This antenna will pick up any Wi-Fi signal within 2 miles and broadcast it inside the RV. Now this only works with Wi-Fi that already exists. For example, if you're at an RV park, or maybe you're parked outside of a Starbucks. It will take that Wi-Fi signal and amplify it and put it inside your RV, which is really nice. And this little device here, this is a cell booster. This actually boosts our data and our cell when we're, well, anywhere, I guess. It increases our 3G and our 4G data and cell phone reception. And the antenna runs up through the wall. It's mounted using a magnet to a metal base plate. And the metal base plate also helps increase the signal. So when we're out in the middle of nowhere, this little device can be the difference between 0 bars and 3 bars 4G. Both of these devices help keep us connected. Must-haves.
One upgrade that has gone with us from RV to RV is our composting toilet. And we love it because not only is it environmentally friendly, it uses 0 water, and we now no longer have to deal with a black tank, which is huge. So lots of benefits to this little toilet for wild camping and just in general. One very important feature to us as full-time working travelers are workstations. So I decided to convert this little nook here in the bedroom so it's separated but yet provides a nice ample space. All I have to do is grab my chair, pull out my desk, and I'm ready to work.
So one of the reasons we went with the table and chairs versus the booth dinette was more surface area and the opportunity to turn this little nook into my office. So it's dual purpose. We changed this pull-out drawer into this little, I don't know what you want to call it, little pull-out table, I guess. So I can run a whole workstation right here. Wireless mouse, wireless keyboard. I can do everything from right here. We also had them install an outlet down here so I could have the cords hidden, and it runs on the inverter so I can work from really wherever, no matter where we're camped. So that's it. It may not seem like a lot, but these upgrades completely change the way that we travel. For more information, click over to our website. You'll find details and specs on all the products that we've added to our coach.
Yes, also you'll find polls where you can voice your opinion about what RV tech and mods you'd like to see more of. The more people that vote, the more chances we have of actually seeing technology-enabled RVs rolling down the road.
That would be cool.
Yes, so go and vote, and other than
See
that,
you on the road.
Yep. Bye.
See ya. No more rain next time, hopefully.
Oh.
Oh.
What am I doing?